Hey, what's going on? So, I'm pretty sure some of you out there have purchased this from Sears, maybe? So, what I found is that the motor is a very poor design. Look at that. And it's so tiny. The tiny part's fine, but it's a real poor design. So, this part, which would be the piston rod, that guy right there, it gets play right here. So when that happens, the piston rod pops out and this thing stops working and it will blow one of those fuses right there. I think you have one for the pump and one for the power inverter. Anyway, I broke down. I'll show you what it looks like, what it used to look like before I took it out. But I broke down this guy and I took this pump, which is huge, a huge amount larger. Let me see if I can show you real quick. So I'm making a mess here. Here you go. I took these two apart and I'm using this motor. This motor is huge. This is a monstrosity of a motor. But I took this motor out and I'm going to mount it. Hold on a sec. This is a little difficult with one hand. I'm going to mount it right here. Now, this is a very good thing because look at the design of that baby. This one's actually made to perfection. This one has a bearing on it, unlike the other one. Let me grab the other one. Unlike the other one that does not. Look at that. That's garbage. And if you try to rotate it, look at this. Look at that. Look at that. It's got play in it. So what I did to fix it, my temporary fix, I drilled a hole here and drilled a hole here, and I put this wire through there with some gear oil or grease, and it worked. But how long is that going to last? So with the new motor, oh, before I forget, this was mounted on there right there. So I went and bought one of these from Amazon, and that fit exactly in the location of where the gauge was. However, this thing was turned that way. So the gauge was here and the other hose was here or whatever it was. So now I'm gonna put this, let me move this hose before I short some crap out. It's still hooked up. So I'm gonna put this here. Not done with it yet. I'll probably give you an end result. I'm gonna go to Home Depot and get a strap, tie the strap around here, and then maybe get a little mounting point just about here. And I know what you're thinking. It looks like the top's not gonna fit, but I tried it already. The backing does fit. Have to mess with it just a little bit. And I turned it on already and it works. So if you look in there, there's like a little bit of space, but when I block it down, nothing's gonna get in the way of it. So it's gonna work fine. All I need to do is hook this baby into here some kind of way. Obviously, I'm gonna cut this and then I'm gonna hook up this one, which is a little smaller. So I'm gonna find a brass fitting that's gonna fit here to here. I'm gonna leave it a little bit long so I can maneuver it the way I need it. And then put the top back on once this is locked down. Lastly, I'm going to need to put, this in, and then there's the ground wire. So what this is a temperature sensor that goes on the actual head or the chamber in which the air is going into the tire. So what that does is if that little guy right there picks up too much heat, it'll shut the unit off. I'm pretty sure you guys know that already if you have one of these. And I made this video because there's nothing on the internet. There was one video about this unit failing, but there's nothing on the internet right now about how to fix one of these if it goes bad. And if it goes bad, you have just the air that's bad, but you still have so many functionality on it that you don't want to throw it away for. This is a new battery too I put in here, so not gonna waste it, at least not without a fight. So again, let me show you which one this is. I think if I'm not mistaken, I think it's the 1100 model, so it's the digital one. All right, guys, if you have any questions, any thoughts, hit me up. Let me know what you think. And if you feel like there's a better idea, a better way I could have done this, let me know. I know I could have used a smaller motor, but the reason why I landed at that motor is because Sears had it. We had some, I guess, some extra points or whatever for us to get that for free, and that was just 40 bucks. I was going to use a used one, but I said, you know what? The new ones are just as cheap. So that is my plan. Let me know what you guys think. Today is, I believe it's the 6th. I should be finished today. I'll give you an updated video a little later. All right. Hit me up. Late.